this video, we're going to look at a tool that can help you with your nutrition to help you stay in shape. I would have to say that probably one of the hardest things we find is developing a nutrition plan. Now, there's always the option of hiring a personal trainer to make your nutrition plan, and that can be, I've seen nutrition plans for sale for $50 all the way up to $1,000 for online fitness influencers and personal trainers and so on and so forth. So there's a wide variety. I have hired a couple of trainers to give me nutrition plans online, so it's nothing in person, but kind of give them a background, a history. They run it through basically a caloric calculator and then do the macros to see the breakdown of those calories that you have per day for protein, carbs, and fats. And then they throw together some stuff to make a nutrition plan. It's always hard to try to do it yourself because then you'll spend hours looking at products either in the store or online of what the protein, how much carbs are in it, what are the fats, and then you write that down and you figure out, okay, well, this is how much, and this is my total daily caloric intake, so I have to subtract this meal that I made for breakfast, and what do I have left over, and what do I have for snacks, and so on and so forth. It can really be labor intensive. There's a new tool out, and because I know older people aren't as spun up as the younger generation, I'm talking about people that are 50 and older. There's a thing called ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is a program that came out, I think, last November, so it's pretty much in its infancy. And basically what it does, it takes a lot of information that's out there within its grasp, or the pool of information that it has access to, and you can ask it questions, and it will give you answers to those questions, but not like Google search engine, not just like where it just like bleh, and vomits a bunch, page after page of endless search results for what you're looking for. This more tailors it toward the specific question you ask. So when you ask questions to ChatGPT, you can get some very interesting information in regards to nutrition plans, and we're going to take a look at that right now. So what I'm going to do is write a daily nutrition plan for a, say, 2,750 calories. Write a nutrition plan for a 2,500 calories a day with macro ratio of, let's say, 45% protein. Yep. Protein, because I'm kind of curious. 100% carbs, and so that's 70, that's 80, and 20% fats over 5 meals a day. Now that right there is a huge question, so we'll go ahead and ask it to ChatGPT and see what it says. 45 protein, 35 carbs, 20% fats, breakfast, oatmeal, water, protein powder, banana. Wow, look at this, pretty good. Gives you the daily 516 calories, 45 protein, 58 carbs, 14 fat, mid-morning Greek yogurt, berries, nuts, lunch, 4 ounces chicken breast, rice, vegetables, snack, 2 hard-boiled eggs, apple, cheddar cheese, dinner, 6 ounces grilled salmon. So that puts out a total of 2,750, 218 grams of protein, 229 grams of carbs, and 20% of fats with 58 grams. That is pretty amazing right there, folks. Now, I've gone through this a number of times with ChatGPT, and I verified it against nutrition plans that I've made up for myself. And I can say that it's within 2 or 3%, and that's with me having to spend a ton of time searching for, like, for example, having to look up oatmeal, well, how many calories are in oatmeal and how many grams of protein and carbs and fat and so on and so forth. And then subtract that from my daily calorie count and then go on to the next meal and kind of do this scheduling gymnastics to try to hit the calories and macro ratios, with developing a meal plan. It would take hours and hours and hours, whereas we see here with ChatGPT, and this is pretty darn good. Now, you could probably also add in, some other terms and conditions for this of, adding, whey protein that has, and then actually put in, say, 25 grams of protein, so many grams of carbs, so many grams of fat per scoop. I've actually done that, and ChatGPT has done an awesome job for that. So for the people that are 50 and older, and the younger folks as well, you can go on ChatGPT and use this as a tool to help you with your nutrition plan. Yeah, I told you that would be a good tool. So instead of having to spend hours and hours on the interwebs trying to find out the macros of certain foods and the spreadsheet and this and that, or even worse, old school, scrawling it all on paper to figure out how to meet your caloric intake and the breakdown of your macros, ChatGPT does a pretty amazing job when it comes to that. Now, of course, everything that I've said before, trust but verify. Of course, you'll need to do some verification before you can trust 100% on what goes on in ChatGPT, because it has been known to make mistakes. So you need to be very specific on the questions that you ask in kind of like the terms and the conditions of what you want to see. And I think that's some great information. It is a great tool, I think, especially for people that are just jumping onto the nutrition bandwagon, or even if you've been involved in health and fitness for any amount of time. This is really a game changer because it helps you make a nutrition plan, and it doesn't take much time at all. So anyway, just want to pass that on to everybody. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Another tool in the tool belt to help you stay health and fit. Peace. Be sure to like and subscribe to The Varied Life, Retiring Overseas in Korea.